On August 20, 2026, a major YNW Melly case update reportedly revealed a possible release timeline after his retrial was pushed to 2027. The development came as his mother continued, raising serious concerns about the conditions he has been facing in jail.
And I know people didn't believe me when I was saying just how horrible they were treating him, but to hear it come out of that BSO officer's mouth, it really brought it home, and it hurt. Like, it really made me cry, because I don't see how you could treat anybody like that. It's innocent to proven guilty, but they are treating him worse than anybody I've ever heard of. The doctor even said he's never heard of someone being kept up underneath such seclusion and such harsh conditions. I just want him to be able to at least come home.
The report stated that Melly's legal team appealed the latest bond decision. His lawyers argued that his treatment inside the facility should be reviewed by an independent party. They pointed to statements from BSO officers, including claims that his cell had been searched regularly without finding prohibited items. An officer also reportedly said Melly had not been involved in any altercations and had gone years without speaking to family members. The claims sparked mixed reactions online, including criticism from Charleston White.
We got some breaking news. The Lord didn't answer my prayers this morning. And I'm finna tell y'all why. I was really praying and hoping that them folks in Broward County didn't let that YNW Melly boy out of jail. That's one of the most dangerous goddamn rapping young it is. Man, that boy would have been worse than King Von and Pooh Shiesty combined had they let that boy out of jail. That boy people from the inside of the car. All the come from the inside going out, and he want people to believe that all the from that side. None of the motherfucking forensic evidence showed that a bullet was fired from the outside that goddamn.
Despite everything happening around his case, Melly reportedly remained confident about eventually getting out. Reports even claimed that he had ordered an expensive chain that he planned to wear after his release.
I would assume
that
he spent a lot of money on lawyers. Like an amount that would probably...
That kid spent a lot of money on a lot of things that shouldn't have been spent on.
Really? Like what else?
And cars, jewelry. And he's not even out to wear the jewelry. I'm like, why are you buying jewelry? You're not here to wear the jewelry.
No, definitely lawyers are probably the best thing you can spend.
That's what
on.
bro. But he's good with lawyers, bro. Like, money ain't an issue for lawyers. Like, he's fine, but it's just like, there was a lot of stuff that should have went to lawyers that he didn't spend on lawyers. And I'm like, bro.
The concerns about his jail conditions reportedly became even more serious. Psychiatrist Matthew Norman allegedly told the court that Melly's living situation had become extremely difficult. His mother, Jamie King, has made similar claims online for years, saying she worries about how long her son can handle the situation.
He's not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail.
One viral reaction argued that Melly was being treated as though he had already been convicted. The person acknowledged the seriousness of the allegations but questioned why the rapper was reportedly facing such harsh conditions before a final verdict. Jamie King has made similar complaints, saying she feels helpless watching her son go through the situation.
I mean, they are making up their own rules. We tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone.
The story quickly spread across social media and also caught the attention of Boosie. He spoke about the pressure Jamie King has faced and said he could relate because his own family had experienced a difficult situation.
She real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through. Bro.
Melly's lawyers are also expected to challenge the prosecution's case. One argument reportedly involves the fact that no firearm was recovered, while Melly and YNW Bortlen have continued to support their version of what happened.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what was used.
Then prosecutors presented their side to the new judge. They argued that Melly should remain in custody and introduced evidence that had not previously been considered by this judge. Prosecutors also alleged that Melly had connections to a street group and pointed to social media material as part of their argument.
Same thing, the use of the slap term, 5-point star, snake. He's saying he's YSL, and he puts up his YNW for life hashtag on it with Mr. Demons having big B hand signs displayed.
Fighting these individuals again. I'm assuming that's also Young Thug. That's also unknown.
Yes.
Also important to your investigation, correct?
Yes.
Also publicly available for anyone to see and
Prosecutors also presented what they believe could explain a possible motive. They referenced statements from an alleged YNW affiliate concerning an earlier conflict involving YNW. Investigators reportedly believe that dispute could be important to understanding the case.
Mom? I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Man, I was on FaceTime, man. Like, y'all don't know, bro. Y'all don't know what Sat was doing to me. Y'all don't know what Sat was doing to me, bro. Like, saying it like Sat was.
According to the allegations, the conflict may have left Melly feeling deeply upset. Investigators also referenced claims that he had contacted King Von for advice about handling problems in the streets. These claims remain part of the prosecution's broader argument.
Melly told him that he was two friends.
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Von was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said.
Prosecutors then focused on evidence they say connected Melly to the vehicle. They argued that footage showed him entering the seat they believe was important to the case. They also pointed to cell phone data and footage from the original proceedings as support for their version of events.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right-hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver?
Prosecutors also highlighted Melly's actions several hours after the incident. They claimed he was seen at a parking lot while working on a music video that had already been planned.
Elisha being very positive. Turn still. Hey. No, still turn. Regardless of what happened, you already know.
While YNW Melly was sitting in this parking lot recording a music video that he...
At the same time, prosecutors reportedly pointed to Instagram messages they say were sent around that period. One message was presented in court as potentially important evidence for their argument.
And his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly account says what?
Investigators also questioned YNW Bortlen's original account. According to court records, Bortlen went to a hospital after the incident and told officers that his vehicle had been targeted. Detectives later questioned his explanation and began looking more closely at his story.
They didn't find one piece of glass. Nothing. Nothing to what you said adds up. And it's hard.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that's the glass.
I mean, for whatever reason, your two friends, are these your good friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These my like,
these your two, I'm assuming close friends.
Yeah, we got.
And you're doing them an in-service by not telling us the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, sir. I don't like. What do you want?
How do you make shell casings disappear?
Bortlen reportedly told officers that he had been driving with his friends when another vehicle approached. He maintained that version during questioning, but investigators later raised questions about whether his account was accurate.
I was already getting sleepy, almost home, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's out of nowhere, like, I just heard, you know what I'm saying? So, and I ducked down, you know what I'm saying, in the car, and I almost crashed the car.
Let me back you up a few minutes. Where were you coming from?
I was coming from the studio. From Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale studio. Which way did you take?
I took I-75, 595 to to
75.
Officers then asked Bortlen for more details about what happened. They wanted to know about his driving, the other vehicle, and what he could remember from the incident.
And you telling me you telling me about some shit? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's gotta be some evidence there. There's gonna be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here from when you guys open the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's gonna be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's gonna be casings from the...
Melly's future could also be affected by what Bortlen says under his plea agreement. Bortlen reportedly accepted a deal requiring him to provide information about the case. His agreement includes a prison term followed by probation, while the court also required him to provide a factual account before accepting the plea.
You guys have not done a job to prove that this is actually they have proved, but prove that this is a homicide with this person being the offender. Also, the accessory after the fact plea confirms that Bortlen, that's kind of like almost like a sub part of a conspiracy, except you weren't with the conspiracy at first. You came in after the fact. What that proved is that they came in. Oh my God, what that proved.
In simple terms, Bortlen agreed to explain what happened from his perspective. He may not have to directly identify Melly, but prosecutors could still use his account to support their case if it confirms important parts of their theory.
He'll be flipping. He is going to be tell-all about anything he knows about the double case, and they will know if he's telling the truth or telling a lie when he gives his full quote-unquote confession as to what happened that evening. And that's what happens. A lot of times where guys are in the prison for 4 or 5 years awaiting trial and looking at a life sentence, and they're offered 10 years where they'll be home probably in another 3 years that he'll serve, he decides to flip and become a cheese eater. And that's what happens a lot of times on these cases. And I was expecting it to happen a lot sooner than it did. He held out for quite some time. But long story short is it looks like he's going to flip. And it makes the case on YNW Melly, depending on what he said.
Bortlen's own legal situation also became more complicated after investigators reportedly discovered unusual evidence connected to him during a search of his home.
And is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortlen, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Dimmons, aka YNW.
Court records reportedly state that Bortlen attended part of Melly's original trial. Prosecutors claimed that after leaving court, he appeared to pay close attention to the jurors. Investigators later argued that this behavior raised concerns about what he might do if the verdict went against his close friend.
How the you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Holy sh! Like, come the on! It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro! Like they raid your crib and the